Have you brought your talking voice? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Have you brought your whispering voice? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Have you brought your witch's voice? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Have you brought your ghostly voice? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Have you brought your robot voice? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Have you brought your singing voice? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Have you brought your thinking voice? Well done. Now we're going to be thinking today about our hands, and we're going to start by doing a little warm-up with our hands. Are you ready? So you're going to start with your hands shut, and you're going to sing, open, shut them, put them on my head. Open, shut them, put them on my legs. Open, shut them, put them on my toes. Open, shut them, put them on my nose. Fantastic! Now let's think about our hands. They are wonderful. Think of all the things we can do with our hands. When we get up in the morning, we get ourselves dressed and we use our hands. We get washed and we brush our teeth and we use our hands. We go downstairs or we go to the kitchen and we have our breakfast and we use our hands again. When we get to school, we write using our hands, and we draw using our hands, and we play lots of great games in the playground, and we often use our hands. You might be throwing a ball. Our hands are marvellous, aren't they? Now I want you to look closely at your hands. So have a good look at them. Really look at your hands. See if you can see the lovely shapes that your hands are and your fingers. And actually your fingers have all got names, haven't they? That's your thumb. This finger's called your index finger. And actually that's the finger you point with. So like a pointing finger. This middle finger, which is the biggest, it's the longest normally, that's your middle finger. This finger here is your ring finger, called your ring finger. Often people wear rings on it. And look, I've got a couple of rings on my ring finger. And this one, of course, is your little finger. It's sometimes called your pinky finger. Have a look at what is on the other side of your hand, and this part of your hand is your palm, and you might be able to see some lines on your palm, and you can see you can see some of the shapes of the bones of your hands, and the bones and the knuckles. These are your knuckles here. And the joints in your fingers that allow your fingers to bend. So they don't just go like this. They actually bend. Here, here, and at your knuckles. Now put your fingers straight up. Your thumb is a bit more tricky to go straight up. Oh, I can do it. But actually your thumb goes right out to the side and the rest of your fingers don't. Your thumb is so important. Can you imagine trying to do lots of the things that you do without your wonderful thumb? So your hands are absolutely marvellous. Now we're going to think about some of the sounds that we can make with our hands. So probably the first one would be clapping. Then we can tap. We could tap our hand, one hand on the other, or we could tap our legs. We can rub our hands. Have a listen to that. That's a much softer sound. Listen. And you can actually make an even softer sound if you just put your fingers by your ear. It's like a little rustle sound. Very soft sound of your fingers rubbing. Should we put some of those sounds together? Some of them were loud, like a clap, and maybe a tap. And some of them were soft sounds. That's a very soft sound. Let's put some of those together. So let's do 2 claps, 2 taps, a rub, and then let's do it on both ears, that little tiny little sound. Pause the video for a few minutes and now try and see if you can put together a little sequence of sounds. And a sequence means starting with one, moving on to another one, moving on to another one, and adding them all the way along. Now you might do it at the same time, or you might do a follow the leader type thing where you have one person do a sound, the other person copies it. See what you can come up with. Well, how did you get on with your practicing with your partner or somebody at home? I think we came up with quite a few sounds, didn't we? Another sound that I thought of is clicks. But I know sometimes when you're small, they can be a bit tricky. So if you can't do clicks, don't worry. You can just do a flicking sound. But if you practice, you can get some lovely sounds with clicking your fingers. So that's another sound that you can make with your hands. To remind yourself of all those lovely words and sounds, you might like to draw around your hand and with a safe pair of scissors, or ask an adult to help you if you're at home, cut out your hand, colour it in. You could use lots of lovely colours, and then write the different words and of the sounds that we came up with across your hand. So on my thumb I put clap, on my index finger I put tap, on my middle finger rub, on my ring finger click, and on my baby finger I put wave. And then across my palm I put wiggle, and I did it in wiggly writing. And then I coloured it in with different colours of the rainbow. That's a nice way to remind yourself of what we did. And when you're singing the song, That'll help you to remember all those lovely sounds. Well, we've talked a lot about hands today, so I think it's time to sing a song about hands. And in this song, I'm going to use my hands and play my ukulele. And also, you're going to be clapping like this. You're going to be tapping. You're going to wiggle your hands. You're going to rub your hands. You're going to wave your hands. And you're going to do thumbs up now. Let's try the song. Join in with me when you think you know it. Stand up, sit down. I didn't mention that bit. At the very end, you're going to stand up and you're going to sit down. So you've got to be sitting when you start the song. Okay, let's do the next bit. So it's tap your hands. Stand up, sit down. Now it's wiggle. Can you wiggle them? Wiggle your hands, everyone together. Wiggle your hands as the music goes around. Wiggle your hands, everyone together. Wiggle your hands, stand up, sit down. Doesn't move. Now it's rub. Ready? Rub your hands, everyone together. Rub your hands as the music goes around. Rub your hands, everyone together. Rub your hands, stand up, sit down. And now it's wave. Ready? Thumbs up now, everyone together. Thumbs up now as the music goes around. Thumbs up now, everyone together. Thumbs up now, stand up, sit down. Very well done. Did you keep up with all of that? All those ways to use your hands. And the final one was some thumbs up, saying well done. See you next time. Goodbye, everyone.